Hello and welcome to Brandt Poetry Corner. It is Memorial Day 2020, and with that in mind, I have a poem written to my great uncle, Arthur F. Brandt, who was killed in action in World War I. The poem is entitled Valor. It's hard to determine the meaning of valor for the man who didn't come home. For what we see now, a century on, leaves many a thing unknown. The common refrain for boys of that time was, "They're gullible, young, and naive. Sign up for a trip to Paris in May, see reality, get disillusioned, then leave." However, I think it was different for you. The maturity you carried quite well. The eldest son, example to all, having many quiet lessons to tell. For what were you thinking as you signed up to go? Was it instruction you hoped would be learned? Were you showing your brothers the way to be safe, keep their wits, stay alive, and return? From an early age, I knew something of you. You were a carpenter and died in a war. My father had a chest of tools of your trade. The local museum had a few more. The articles I'd read told the tale of your fate, your actions in the face of certain death. The sacrifice you made so that others could live kept them safe as you drew your last breath. Your bravery was known to others back home, including Pershing and Wilson, important men. Still, your family grieved just as bitterly as if you were known only to them. I often wonder what the world would be like if you'd lived and come back here. I think about accomplishments you'd make to the town and the cousins that I'd see once a year. And then I realize that such thoughts are futile, for these events just were not to come true. And I take some comfort in knowing others my age are alive because of you. For valor is something that's somewhat uncommon, although we look for it when seeking some aid. But I give thanks that I've had the example of your life and the sacrifice that you willingly made. So now it is up to the rest of us left to keep your legacy so hallowed and pure, to remember your name and the courage you had so that life, love, and hope can endure. That was Valor, written by Matthew Brandt.